Hi there, my name's James Tanner. Now this year I should have been cooking at Royal Ascot for my 4th year, believe it or not. 4 years this would have been, in the Queen Anne kitchen by James Tanner. But unfortunately, due to COVID-19, that's not going to be happening this year. However, I've been set a challenge for the Coronation Steaks. Yes, the Coronation Steaks challenge is going to involve my Coronation chicken. So, camera lady, come on down. Over here, we've got some shredded chicken ready to go. I've got some mild, in fact, curry powder with a touch of oil. And we're going to add some mango chutney to it and a lot of different wonderful ingredients. Now, the last time I had Coronation chicken, admittedly, was at my mum and dad's wedding anniversary on a dodgy buffet, and I'll be honest, it wasn't very nice. They even put in a little vol au vent. Do you remember vol au vents from the 80s? Well, guess what? I've upped my game, and we're going to do it in a mille-feuille, which is basically a puff pastry vol au vent, but a different shape. So, to kick off, let's get the puff pastry ready for it. Here we have a diamond of puff pastry. Now, obviously, yes, I could say I made this, but to be honest, I didn't. It's straight out of the freezer, leave it to defrost, ready-made, shop-bought puff pastry. We're going to use this diamond shape and take a knife and run some little outside score marks all the way around. Very, very simple, this, okay? Now, watch this. This is where the magic happens. We're going to keep the side pieces there connected. However, we're going to get a little bit of egg wash. Simple, a beaten egg, okay? And we're just going to egg wash very lightly onto the pastry, and then we're going to fold the pastry back onto itself on both sides and touch more egg wash there. Finish things off, little sprinkling of sea salt. This isn't any normal Coronation chicken, as you will see, and this goes into the oven 15 to 20 minutes, 180 degrees. Now, in true style, here's what I did earlier, and look at that. You see, you get the nice twists from the pastry. Now, this is a bit of a twist on a vol au vent. So we're going to get a serrated knife. We're going to cut through that lovely crisp pastry, okay? Through it goes. And obviously, yes, that gives us the two halves, which is the top and the bottom. So, bottom goes onto the base. And we leave the top just at the one side ready to go, because we've got to fill it up. Now, Coronation chicken. I'm sure there's lots of different recipes out there for it, but this one's mine. So we have some shredded chicken. You can poach this or you can roast it. I've removed the skin. To that, an addition of sea salt. I like sea salt, it's got a bit more sweetness to it. A touch of black pepper. And now this is where we get that all-time famous Coronation colour. Curry powder and oil. They've been warmed and then cooled. And to this, we're going to add some mayonnaise. Can you tell I'm using up all of the mayonnaise that I've got? Look, a little bit more. And some mango chutney to give us that wonderful tanginess from the mangoes, obviously. And obviously it's sweetness in there as well. So it's a savoury dish, but with the spice, it cools down the curry powder, obviously. Now watch it suddenly start to come together. And this is our all-important base. I'm just gonna get the top off my mayo. And let's add another spoonful of the mayo in there. Tiny bit more. Mayo going in, let's just get the rest of that off there. There we go. Lovely. Okay, I'll get this out of the way. And we give everything a good mix up. And then we've got our chicken pieces. So we want it to be bound together. You don't want it too wet, because then obviously it will just soak into that pastry. but you want that curry flavour and the tanginess from the mango. So now, we just make sure that it's only just starting to get bound together. So now that's the first part in there, and it's not too much at all. However, I think that could take a little bit more, so it's just going to take the rest of what I've mixed up ready in the bowl. In that goes. And then we can just bind the rest through. Okay, looking good. Now, I've got some rocket pieces here. You could use spring onion if you wanted to, or you could add a touch of coriander. I quite like the rocket, it's quite peppery. So we're going to get our chicken. And now, years ago, these would have been laid up in vol au vents. But you just want some of the little pieces over and around. And then get the rocket pieces and garnish up as you like. Just going to grab a tiny bit of, I've got some wonderful extra virgin olive oil on this as well. Just to glaze, yes, some of the leaves, but also this has got a bit more added pepperiness, so it's quite nice to dip your pastry in around as well. And then we top off with the remaining chicken pieces. And if you want, you can dot some just around the edge as well. Tiny bit more salt, little cracker pepper over and around. And as I said, this isn't any normal Coronation chicken at all, far from it. The mango, the curry powder in there, bound with mayonnaise, as I said before, but if you wanted to do it lighter, by all means use creme fraiche. It's quite nice with creme fraiche as well. And then obviously that vol au vent lid, or milfoil lid in this case, just off at an angle to the side. And there you have it. Look at that. Not your average Coronation chicken. So there you have it. That is James Tanner's entry for the Coronation Steaks. Bring it on, chefs. There's my Coronation chicken.